Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to talk about the latest range of radio modules and receivers from FrSky, sorry, the XJT and the X8R, X6R type receivers. There's just so much I can go on about these receivers. They're so good, but in this video I just would like to concentrate on how to set them up, how to bind them to your radio, and model matching. Okie dokie. So here is one I've set up earlier. Let's just turn our radio on. Okay, now here is a X8R that I've got set up to a servo. First thing I want to show you is the model matching. With each tank here you have, okay, hopefully the 9X screen you can see that. But if you go into the model setup, okay, if we go into model setup here, oh dear, I'm going to have to bring that in maybe. There we go. Okay, and we scroll down. Okay, we get to this part here where it says Proto. These settings are for your X8R receivers. Now, what I want to show you is here, across here, receiver number. This is in essence, the model matching. I'll show you how to set this all up very soon, but I just want to show you the model matching in operation first. Okay, so for tank 1, I have set the receiver number as number 1. Okay, now I'll just exit from there. So I've sent the information to this particular receiver, and it is number 1. Okay, it's going to have to number your receivers, I think. Okay, so this receiver is bound to the settings for tank number 1. So if I select tank number 1, put a servo connected here, and there we go. You can see it responds there for setting for tank number 1. If I was to change to operate a different tank, say I want to swap now to tank number 2, okay, exit, you'll notice straight away the receiver is turned off. Okay, and there's no operation of the servo. Okay, so that's your model matching. Basically, you can turn all your tanks on, and using your radio, select the tank you want to drive. So say we want to go back to driving tank number 1. Oops, I don't even know what to do here. Okay, tank number 1, enter select. On the unit unit powers up, and away we can drive tank number 1. So that's your model matching. How do we set that up? Okay, now it's a little bit different to how you would set up and we've got a brand new receiver here, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so open them up. There we go. There's plenty of instructions inside. Well, there are instructions inside. The instructions are hiding in here. Okay, so read those. I'll tell you how to set up. Okay, now we're going to set this one up. We've got to say we've got a new tank, tank number 5, and we want to set it up so that this receiver operates on receiver number 5. Okay, so there's our receiver. We'll need to power him up shortly. Okay, so select your new model. Select. Okay, so we've got tank number 5 in there. Okay, so whoops, we'll go into tank number 5. Now, this is where you'll need to see the screen. Oh dear. Let's see if I can get anything happening there. There we go. I don't know if that's any better, but let's hope so. Okay, so scroll down. Now by default, here it says, see the next line up, Proto PPM. Now that's the default setting for the 9X. FrSky use a protocol called PXX. So we need to go to there, press menu, and change that protocol to PXX. Simple. And now, this is where we set our receiver number. So this was tank number 5, so just by convention, we will set this receiver number, whoops, press menu, to receiver number 5. Make it nice and simple. Okay, now, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see type D16 and country, well, AME stands for America. Probably best for now to leave it on D16. That will allow you 6-channel operation and country as America. That'll all be fine. Now, this is where the binding is a little bit different. We actually bind here through this option here, bind. Okay, now when I press menu, sorry, the radio goes into binding mode. So I'll do that now and readjust the video. So it'll be on binding mode for quite a while now. So I'm going to press menu, and it's binding, and it'll be clicking away there, beeping away. Okay, now let's go back to our receiver. Okay, now obviously we have to power it up, but okay, as you will see if you read the manual, there's a certain number of ways, a certain number of options for how you want your receiver set up. Okay, now you'll have to read those in the manual, but this is how we set up for the settings we have in there. To bind this receiver now as receiver number 5 to that particular model, we apply power, but while we're applying power, we need to press this little button inside the receiver there. So we press that down and we apply power to the receiver. Like, this is the hardest part. This is very much the hardest part. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. Okay, you can see we've got it on there. Green light's on, or a green light's on, and the red light's flashing. So that's successfully bound. So we turn our radio off, unplug our receiver. Okay, now when we plug it back in, well, actually we'll turn our radio on first. Okay, it'll go to tank number 5. Okay, apply power, and we'll see we get a green light. If we moved up to, say, tank number 4, the old brum bar, select, you'll see the light's gone out, and it won't. If we plug our servo back in, where's my servo hiding? Here's my servo here. So plug my servo in, channel 2, no operation. Oh, can't see my servo. There we go. No operation on the servo. But if we go back to tank 5, which is what it's set up for, you'll see we get a green light, and that servo will be operational. Oh, have we got to exit out of there first, I suspect. Okay. Our servo is not operational. Why is our servo not operational? That means I have to completely redo this video. No, I don't. I'm an idiot. Every time things go wrong, it's because you plugged the thing in the wrong way around. A number of times people have... Yeah, anyway. Remember to plug the plugs in the right way around. Okay? Signal is to the top. No, I'm such a duffer. Okay, there we go. I'm going to leave that in because I can't be bothered editing it out. Nothing's perfect, so you guys just saw a mistake. So there. Operation on channel 5. This is another very long video, but I think I needed to run through how to bind your XR8s to your FrSky module. So again, when you go into settings, your model settings that is, you scroll down for the particular model, you select the protocol as PXX, you set your receiver number, and then you press bind. When you press bind, it'll go into binding mode, and push that little button in on your receiver and power the receiver up, and you will have your XR8 bound to that particular model. That's enough waffling on from me, so catch you next time.